Brazil has produced some of football's greatest players. These players have transformed how the game is perceived. They are regarded as some of the most talented players to ever step onto a football field. So, who are the greatest Brazilian footballers of all time? Let's take a look at the top 10 of Brazil's best football players of all time. 10. Neymar Jr. Neymar Jr. is one of the world's most talented players. His dribbling abilities, trickery, and playmaking abilities are reminiscent of his compatriot Ronaldinho. His vision is one of the most important aspects of his game. Since his debut at the age of 18, he has scored 70 goals in 116 outings for Brazil. He had an important role in Brazil's victory in the 2011 South African Youth Championship, where he was the leading goal scorer, and the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup, where he received the Golden Ball. After Brazil were eliminated from the 2022 World Cup after a 4-2 loss to Croatia on penalties in the quarter-finals on Friday, Neymar called it a horror. FIFA reports that the 30-year-old equalled Pele's all-time Seleção scoring record of 77 goals when he broke the tie in the 105th minute of extra time. Rodrigo and Marquinhos missed field goals from 12 yards, which ultimately lost the 5-time world champions a spot in the semi-finals. However, Croatia regained parity in the 117th minute by Bruno Petrovic, forcing penalties. At the age of 30, the winger still has a long way to go before being crowned the greatest Brazilian footballer of all time. However, he is currently regarded as one of the top Brazilian players. 9. Kaká. Former Brazilian football player Kaká was an attacking midfielder. He was most effective as a playmaker. He was highly recognised for his inventive passing, goal scoring, and midfield dribbling. According to the FIFA, Kaká has the ability to glide almost effortlessly past opponents, provide defence-splitting passes, and score consistently from a distance. He was renowned for his ability to not only set up and assist goals, but also score them. Many people underestimate Kaká, but we shouldn't ignore his talent. He was among the top football players of his era. Kaká won his first ever Ballon d'Or prize in 2007, defeating players like Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. To be fair, not many people have succeeded in pulling off that accomplishment. With AC Milan, Kaká won the Club World Cup in 2007, the 2007 Super Cup, and the Champions League in 2006-2007. Although the AC Milan club has some excellent players, Kaká served as the team's lifeblood and inspiration. On December 17, 2017, Kaká confirmed his retirement after declining offers from his previous clubs, Sao Paulo and AC Milan. He acknowledged that Milan had offered him a part and added that he was interested in working as a director. 8. Roberto Carlos. One of the greatest defensive players in history is Roberto Carlos, who ranks among the top 10 Brazilian football players. With his rocket-like left foot, he was capable of scoring even from 50 yards away. Not bad for a fullback, don't you think so? Although he began his career as a forward in Brazil, he played left-back for the most of his playing time, earning the moniker most offensive-minded left-back in game history. Also skilled at free kicks was the fullback. Simply incredible is Roberto Carlos' infamous free kick, where he beat Fabian Barthez to score. He won 3 Champions League titles with Real Madrid, in addition to 1 World Cup with Brazil. Roberto Carlos' next international tournament was the 2006 World Cup. After Brazil's 1-0 quarter-final loss to France, he declared his retirement from the national team in July 2006. I no longer follow the national team. It was my final match. 7. Zico. Famously known as Zico, offensive midfielder Arthur Antunes Coimbra was also known as the White Pele. He was a fantastic playmaker with great technical ability, vision, and a goal-orientated mindset. Zico is regarded as one of the best passers and most proficient finishers in history. In addition, he is frequently cited as the greatest Brazilian footballer in history who was never a World Cup winner. Zico is the 5th highest scorer for Brazil, with 48 goals in 71 games. This demonstrates what a cool-headed midfield presence he was. Zico has scored 101 goals from direct free kicks, according to Goal.com, making him the player with the most such goals. Zico was so crucial to the Brazilian national team's success that Pelé the Great had to remark of him, "Zico is the only one who plays like I do." Following the 1982 World Cup, he suffered injuries that forced him to quit Udinese. He returned to Flamengo once more, where he played for 4 years. In 1994, he declared his retirement from professional football after playing for Kishma Athens Football Club. 6. Socrates. Socrates, who was born in 1954, was regarded as one of his generation's top midfielders. He was known as Dr. Socrates because of his training as a physician, political knowledge, and the caliber of his plays. He was a gifted and technical player who was well known for his brilliant passes, accurate long balls, and field vision. In reality, Pelé included Socrates in the FIFA 100 list of the top 100 active players in the world in 2004. Over the course of his career, Socrates participated in 2 FIFA World Cups and won 5 state titles. Despite never having captured an international championship, he led the Brazil national team at the FIFA World Cup in 1982. Alongside him on the field were Zico, Falco, Tonino Cereza and Ida. Many people rank them among the top Brazilian national teams of all time. Socrates was admitted to hospital on December 1, 2011, with food poisoning that turned into septic shock, and he was given life support. He passed away on December 4, 2011, when he was 57 years old. Socrates was remembered with a moment of silence and a victory on the day of his passing by Fiorentina, who were playing against Roma. He had participated in 25 games and contributed 6 goals. In the words of Socrates, football has an intimate relationship with dance, giving a platform to different forms of expression. 5. Garrincha. When it comes to Brazilian athletes, nicknames have long been a prevalent practice. Though he went by the moniker Main Garrincha, Garrincha's real name was Manuel Francis dos Santos. Garrincha, a legendary Brazilian player, is regarded as one of the greatest dribblers in the history of the game. He possessed a wealth of talent. He was adored by Brazil as a nation and was a man who represented the game of football throughout the world. Although many people believe Pelé to be the greatest player of all time, Garrincha frequently outperformed his teammate with his stunning displays from the right wing. 2 FIFA World Cup titles went to Garrincha, 1958 and 1962. As the top goal scorer in the 1962 tournament, he was also regarded as the finest player. But 1962 was his golden year, in some ways marking the end of his playing career. Pelé was injured for the bulk of the World Cup, thus Garrincha led an ageing team to the championship game and the trophy. He was never the same Garrincha after 1962, as his off-the-field problems grew in number. The man who enjoyed playing games with opponents, who whipped a defender with a burst of speed and a twist of his malformed body, only to give the other person a chance to catch him up so he could enjoy whipping him again, was committed to memory. Garrincha participated in the 1966 World Cup in England, although he was only a ghost of his former self because of his alcoholism. After 15 years of drunkenness, he passed away in 1983 from liver cirrhosis. 4. Romario. One of the greatest Brazilian football players of all time is unquestionably Romario. In Brazil, Romario played forward and was known for his precise goal scoring. He scored more than 750 goals. In the course of his career, he played for a number of teams, including Flamengo, Vasco da Gama, Barcelona, Valencia and Al Sadd. Few people have mastered Romario's ability to score goals. With 55 goals in 70 games, his career stats for the Brazil national team show how crucial he was to them in the 1990s. Romario achieved success as a member of the Brazilian national football team by winning the FIFA World Cup, Copa America and a silver Olympic medal. In 1994, he also took home the FIFA World Player of the Year award, the Golden Ball and the Bronze Boot from the World Cup. At the age of 42, Romario announced his retirement, capping a career in which he claimed to have scored more than 1,000 goals, won the World Cup and was embroiled in countless controversies. 3. Ronaldinho Gaucho. Attacking midfielder Ronaldinho Gaucho has played for teams like Grêmio, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, Milan and the Brazil national team, among others. His technical expertise, originality, dribbling prowess, trickery and scoring prowess will live in the memory of fans. Ronaldinho was a particular talent and may have been the most extravagant showman in sports. He won the FIFA World Player of the Year award, the FIFA World Cup and several other honours by the time he was 24 years old. He was a crucial member of the squad that won the FIFA World Cup in 2002. If not for a painfully nomadic second half of his career, Ronaldinho might rank much higher on this list. Without a doubt, Ronaldinho is among the best Brazilian football players of all time. Ronaldinho left football, but why? Ronaldinho declined because of his popularity and wealth. According to earlier reports, Ronaldinho's focus was diverted from his true goals by celebrity and wealth. The club allegedly created a team to keep track of each player. Later, it was discovered that Ronaldinho frequently dragged Deco and Lionel Messi out to late-night events. 2. Ronaldo Nazario. Ronaldo is regarded as one of the all-time best players. He captured 2 FIFA World Cups, 1994 and 2002, finishing runner-up in 1998, 2 Copa Americas, 1 FIFA Confederations Cup and 1 Olympic bronze medal while playing for the Brazil national team. At age 20, he was also the FIFA World Player of the Year winner, who was the youngest. A terrifying number 9 who frequently blitzed opponents. Ronaldo had a near impossible to play combination of speed, power and technique. He scored 62 goals for Brazil's national team in 98 games while playing for them. But in 2002, when Ronaldo returned to the Brazilian national team, his desire came true. With 8 goals, Brazil won its 6th World Cup in history. Ronaldo announced his retirement from football in February 2011, capping an 18-year career, following Corinthians' defeat to Deportes Tolima in the 2011 Copa Libertadores. He explained his early retirement in a tearful press appearance on February the 14th by citing discomfort and hypothyroidism. In 2007, while undergoing tests with Milan, he learned he had hypothyroidism, a disorder that lowers metabolism and results in weight gain. Ronaldo Nazário will always be remembered for his contributions to football, and he will always rank among the best Brazilian players of all time. 1. Pele. Who is the greatest Brazilian to ever play football? The person in question is Pele. Over the course of a 21-year career, Pelé is credited with scoring a world record 1,281 goals in 1,363 games, including 77 goals in 92 international matches. Pelé was selected as FIFA's Player of the Century in 2000. Pelé is the only player to have won the World Cup 3 times, taking home the trophy in 1958, 1962 and 1970. Pelé made his professional debut for Santos at the age of just 16, and a year later he was chosen to represent Brazil in the 1958 World Cup in Sweden. He would do an amazing job of hiding his inexperience, but Pelé's work in Sweden was far from over. He would add 2 more goals in the Solna final, both against the home team. The first was a beautiful volleyed finish, following an exquisite chip over a defender. It contributed to another 5-2 victory, giving his nation its first World Cup triumph. In his memoirs, he discussed that World Cup victory and wrote, "It was an unexplainable emotion that I want to have again, once more." One of the greatest goals ever scored on a global platform was Pelé's final deed in the 1970 final. At 3-1, Brazil and Italy had already won the match, but with impeccable timing, they kept their best for last. In a real team goal, Pelé laid off the ball with the precise amount of care for Carlos Alberto to lash it first time into the far corner of the goal. Former Germany football player Franz Beckenbauer once said there was only one Pelé. He was the best player in the history of football. In recent years, Pelé had experienced kidney and prostate issues. In September 2021, the Albert Einstein Hospital in Sao Paulo performed surgery to remove a colon tumour that had been found during normal examinations. In the final days of November 2022, he was readmitted to the hospital. Pelé passed away on December the 29th, 2022, and his daughter uploaded a photo of what appeared to be Pelé's family holding his body in the hospital with the caption, "Everything we are is thanks to you. We love you infinitely. Rest in peace." Who do you think is the next best footballer from Brazil? Leave us a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more inspirational stories, and thank you for watching.